that had I not been thrown off my course in terms of my stay in Milan after Germany and Malta, where I had 30-day reservation by slush government officials and said I was a part of some type of FBI training game, I would not be at the fucking airport. At the airport because I don't have the funds, because once your reservations are secured, you have a certain number of days before you have to cancel. My trip was disrupted on the day that I was flying from Germany to Milan. So by that time, it was a day before my reservation in Malta was set to begin for my stay. I am on a fixed income, but I still travel, and they hate it. And they always want to assume that when you're indigenous or a person of color or a woman, that you need to have some type of additional criminal money to live a life that they're not living. This is all part of the narrative by kicking me out of the airport tonight to create the narrative that I live in the airports. This is a fucking lie. Every 30 days when I travel, I go to a different country or a different state, and I always have a pre-reservation as to where I'm staying. So I want to make sure the narrative is correct, because I know what they're trying to create in me. Not only are they doing psychological warfare to create mental illness, but they're trying to disprove my brand identity and my self-sufficiency by constantly disrupting my path through throwing me out on the streets when they know I'm vulnerable and low in cash. My birthday is approaching. My ex-fiance of 10 years, who they said they killed and maimed and cut off legs and gouged out eyes and all types of shit they said, her birthday just passed. They attacked me on the 19th day of the month. This is an ongoing attack by the same people I mentioned prior, and they won't stop, they won't let up, because they know that once they have been caught, they will be facing either the death penalty or some type of long-term prison sentence. Or have, for the rich, the ultra elite, you know, they don't do jail time. They'll just have to pay a high-ass fine. That's how they run them. And this is done because they have a slush, underground cover conglomerate that runs people in control mechanisms, starting with the police on down. There's people who are in higher places. They like to call them the Illuminati. I don't agree with all that terminology. There are people who use racketeering and slush funds to run people's minds through control mechanisms of neural weaponry to make sure they stay in line. And I'm not that motherfucker who stays in line. And they put the FBI chip on me in order to utilize me as some type of satellite. They did this illegally in Puerto Rico, and I said, no, thank you. I said, no, thank you to all their fucking money. They offered me $1 million a month. I said, no, thank you. I don't want to participate. And because I'm not falling in line, these bitches are attacking me. And that's why the fuck they're kicking me out of the airport again. And like I said, I wouldn't have been at the motherfucking airport had they not lied to the German police and got me sent back to America with no arrest, no nothing. I'm not involved. This is Erica Clark Wise, the Renaissance. Catch the real motherfucking criminals. I'm tired of this shit.
Thank you for visiting Sky Harbor, America's friendliest airport.